Doing big business when it comes to marijuana. In May, the state brought in $28.3 million in recreational sales. Despite the pot profit, one city in the metro wants to keep cannabis out of their community.
John Kipper is in Peres tonight, where local leaders want to call on voters to enact an outright ban. John?
Yeah, that's right, Sam and Corey. Think about it this way. It was just November of last year when voters in the state of Missouri approved allowing recreational marijuana dispensaries in the state. And it's going to be now, November of next year, where residents in the city of Peres will vote to ban those dispensaries. Now, the dispensary behind me has yet to open, and there's many in town that don't think it ever should, citing a variety of reasons. We also spoke with one woman who believes voters were a bit confused when they voted to approve recreational pot last year.
I don't think we had time to prepare people to understanding how dreadful things will change. Look at California, look at Colorado. They've had horrible effects from it.
Now, the board will later vote on zoning as to whether Route 66 will open at all. Many at the meeting did not want the board to approve the zoning to allow Route 66, which is located just off Manchester Road, to open. One alderman said that zoning issue is the most controversial issue the city has had in a very long time. Now, people are concerned that the dispensary would open next to a math tutoring business for kids and is also located near people's homes. On the other hand, a lawyer for Route 66 alluded to a possible lawsuit if the board does not approve zoning to allow them to legally open. One supporter also said that there's a misconception about crime and the people that go to dispensaries.
They're everyday folks. There's not a certain type of demographic or certain type of person that goes in there. It's not people that are playing Bob Marley music. It's not kids that are playing rap music. It's everyday folks that go in there, they get their medicine, and they go home.
Now, according to the state constitution, municipalities that want to vote to prohibit dispensaries must do it during a presidential election. That's why Peres has to wait until next year. And Peres also seems to be one of the only municipalities, probably the only one in the area, that is voting to put this on the 2024 ballot. Reporting live in Peres, John Kipper, News 4.
Still a lot to watch.